So today in this video, we're going to be including the lab procedures for our mitosis lab. We're going to be looking at the computer view and how to submit drawings and results on the computer. We're going to be looking at the iPad iPhone view, so we're able to see what it would look like from an iPad or iPhone and how to submit drawings that way, as well as how to submit your printed submission to Google Classroom. How are you? My name is Michelle, and I'm your virtual content specialist for Living Environment. Today we're going to be looking at the using a microscope to view the phases of mitosis lab. The PDF is attached if you want to look at the original. And we're going to go through basically the procedure and inputting results in a computer view versus a laptop or iPhone view. So the first thing is we got to get to the site. So the site is hyperlinked here, so if we click on this, it'll open us to the virtual microscope lab. Now when this loads, it'll look like a science lab. It's very interactive. It's very cool. And you're going to click on Explore. So once you're in Explore, you're going to click on your slide box. And the first one we're going to look at is our animal slide. So we're going to be looking at our whitefish interface. And this works like a regular microscope. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our coarse focus again first. If you want to adjust the lighting early, you can adjust the lighting early. And then you kind of go through, and as you go through each phase or each magnification, you could begin making those little adjustments. Now I like to use mine a little bit lighter. And again, we could crisp it up a little bit. If you click on the circle, you're allowed to move these around. So if you're looking for other phases, at first we're really just exploring and getting used to using the microscope. You'll notice if you go to do the 100, it'll ask you to use the oil immersion. So we're going to skip that one. And again, if you use the oil immersion, you're going to have to kind of back out and go back in. So after you just kind of explore the whitefish, you're going to explore the plant slides, the onion root. Same thing, you can use your focus, change your lighting sources. If you go to jump, you'll notice that it won't let you jump through. You have to kind of go through each step and make sure you're doing it correctly. So again, we're going to use our focus and jump to our 40 here. We can change our light source again. And you're going to be looking at just differences between animal cells versus plant cells. Now, once we remove the slides, we're going to start looking at the results. So what we're going to be doing as we go through, we're going to be looking at each phase, and we're going to be recording our results here. So one option is to print this out and draw your images in the circles provided, or we're going to show you a really cool, easy way to do it on the computer first. So as you go in, one thing that I really like about this lab, so we're going to go animal cells. I'm just going to pick a random one. Going to pick anaphase. I'm going to focus it for you. One thing I really love about this is it will automatically go to the phase that you need to be looking at. So this is really helpful. Adjust my light source. Now, this is what I'm noticing. This is what I'm seeing. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be drawing this virtually on my lab sheet. So if I go to my lab sheet, if I double click the circle, it's going to automatically opening the drawing feature, which is really nice and easy. And we're going to zoom in to 200 just so it's nice and easy to see. We're going to use the scribble feature. Now with the scribble feature, this allows you to draw exactly what you see. So we're looking at this one right here. The circle that we notice here is the circle that is already pre-drawn for you. And then we're looking at everything that we see. So you'll notice just your scribble feature as you move your mouse around, it scribbles away. You can change the different depths of the lines that you want to use. You can change the colors. And that's kind of just, you would hit save and close. And you'll notice it'll pop up here. That's one really easy way to do it on the computer. Again, you could either do it like this, so you're just double clicking, and this drawing will automatically open up for you. I like to do the zoom 200, so it's nice and zoomed in for me. And I change my line to scribble. Scribble away and hit save. So you're going to go through, now again, this was in the interface. I was looking at the anaphase. So we want to make sure that each slide that you go through, you're drawing in the correct box that are here. And then you'll have some questions that you can easily type in these boxes next to it. So this is the computer view. The next thing we're going to be looking at is how to get these drawings done on an iPad or an iPhone. So now we're going to be looking at the iPad iPhone view. So if you are on your Google Doc, again, if you're in your procedure, you can scroll and click on the link. This also has an app, which is really cool. You don't need it to run on the iPad or the iPhone, but it does have an app that works the same way. I like to click on that top right-hand corner. That circle almost looks like a compass, and this will open it up in its own window. And the reason I like to do that is you can keep your Google Doc open and then be able to flip easily back and forth between the simulation and the Google Doc for the results. So this works exactly the same way. You go ahead, we're going to go animal slides, whitefish interface. And again, this works the same way. So if you click and hold, you can adjust the coarse focus. You can adjust the lighting and kind of go through each one. Adjust my lighting again. Okay. Now this is what we're looking at. Again, this is the you'll notice whitefish interface one. So when we go to draw this, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. If we go back to our lab, there's obviously one drawn for the interface from the computer version. So what I like to do, assuming if we're just, you would zoom in, screenshot, click on your screenshot, and you can start to draw exactly what you see. Now, the easiest way to go about doing this is to click that arrow on the top right-hand corner and hit copy. You can also, before you do that, just kind of crop anything out. So we're just looking at our circle. Move this bar. And then go ahead, hit copy. And get back to your, hit done, delete. You can delete it or keep it, it doesn't matter. And then what we're going to do is, this was the interface. So this is what these optional boxes are for. If you click in the optional box, you can go ahead and paste your image in from your screenshot. Just like that. So it's really easy. You get the circle, you screenshot it, you draw it with your finger, you hit copy, and then you just paste it into the optional image boxes. So you'll notice there's all these optional image boxes. That's what those are there for. So the last thing we're going to show you is how to upload images of your printed work into your Google Classroom. So you're going to go into your classes and go to your classwork page. I'm in any random class that I just happen to be a student in, so you'd find your assignment. Your work would be at the bottom, you'd flip up. And then you'll see Add Attachment. So when you click on Add Attachment, you'll see Pick a Photo or Use the Camera. I like to use the camera, and what you could do is actually take a picture of the work that you did. So if you did the hand drawings for mitosis, you could just use the camera and your pictures will automatically go up, and then you turn them in like normal.